righty. Welcome everyone to Let's Talk D2C, where we talk to you about how to build better relationships through getting to know your audience better. So my name is Sandy, coming to you live from Brazil, joined by my good friend, my partner, my sidekick, my wingman. How you doing today, Vince?
Doing great. How about you?
It's been an amazing, exciting, busy week. A lot of things going on in the world of politics, being that I'm from DC. I immerse myself in nonsensical stuff like that. I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place between the president here in Brazil and the president in the US. They're both, peas and carrots, as Forrest Gump would say. But just that's the world we live in right now. It's important, in my opinion, to really understand what's going on with your politics. So again, I'm born and raised in DC, so it's embedded in me. But that's all that's been going on with me. How about you?
I've never really cared about politics. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people, smart people like you, are saying, mind your business, literally.
Yeah, I don't even listen to the news really. I
Yeah.
prefer to. I just heard a saying. I think earlier this week say I don't listen to the news. I make the news.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I'm sure people like Gary Vee will like, what Gary would be saying right now. Yeah. He's like, I don't care about any of that. I'm sure, and I'm being kind when it comes to Gary Vee-isms right now. So, anyways,
Yeah.
but that's where I've been pushing my thoughts and things into. Anyways, going back, we digress. Welcome everyone again. Again, this is Let's Talk D2C, where we dig deeper into helping you to understand that you need to build relationships with your audiences. Gone are the days where you can just build a massive email list and blast people out with that. People want the mom and pop, they want the Starbucks and Cheers, if you don't know the show, where you walk into a bar and they say, Norm, that's what people want these days. They want a relationship with you. So that's what we help you to do here. We help you to build better relationship with your audiences and help you to build what we call a product ecosystem. So that's what we do. And we love to share our thoughts and ideas with you. We focus on most recent news here. Sometimes there's things to talk about in the world of e-commerce, especially when it comes to things like Facebook. We talk about their Libra sometimes. We talk about the Amazon, not the Amazon, but Amazon. We talk about, what else do we talk about here? Shopify, of course.
Yep.
And we talk about, because Instagram is really where I've been doing e-commerce and digital marketing for a better part of 10 years. And I can tell you there's nothing like Instagram. So we try and help you with getting in front of your ideal audience, identifying who they are, and giving you how to use Instagram to really connect with your audience, which is so important. We talk about WhatsApp and Messenger bots and all that kind of cool stuff that make your business more connected to your audience. Then we do some case studies. Um, uh, we do a live. Vince is really good at doing a live, you know, taking someone's lead magnet from their page and then converting that into a better lead magnet using your content. And we do that on the fly here. So, and as well, we jump into a little bit of some other creative environments. If you don't know about Facebook's Creator Studio, we're jumping into that because content still is king, and video is off the chart. So, point is that we now are showing you how to use Facebook Creator Studio so that you can schedule and post things both on Facebook and inside of Instagram. So we cover a lot here. Sometimes we cover everything, but most days there's not a lot to share when it comes to the world of e-commerce. So again, let's just jump right into this. Vincent, you got
Yep.
any? Have you discovered anything new in the world of e-commerce that you want to share?
I came across this news that, well, here we are talking about direct to consumer, right?
Yeah.
Where we encourage you to at least consider going direct to consumer. And here we actually found a news article that just shared it here that there's this that this brand is actually going the opposite way.
Yeah.
So they were primarily direct to consumer, and now they are going to the traditional route, like going to traditional retailers, going to
Mhm.
showrooms, things. So it's
Uh, Scroll to the top. Is this just an article about? Okay, so D2C brands are moving outside of their home and setting up a retail store. Is that what we're seeing?
yeah.
Yeah. So that, but they're still maintaining their hands. They're still kind of, I say rebuking, but I guess what they're saying is that they are still forsaking what they say, forsaking the conventional wholesaling model in order to maintain control of the entire distribution process.
Hmm.
Um, so what that means is last week was that you need to follow the Amazon model, and that is, now they're opening stores, but they're staying in control of their product line,
Yeah.
and that's what we're suggesting that people do. I mean, these people are clearly following what Amazon is doing and opening up stores,
Hmm.
but it sounds like they're not going to be caught in that horrible situation that we're finding with people uh, in the tariff war with China right now, and that simply means that a lot of stores are going to be closing. I believe the last report is going to be like somewhere in the neighborhood of 72,000 brands are going to be closing or
Wow.
store closings because of the trade war with China right now. So yeah, that's pretty. Um, Again, this method that they're using that you just shared sounds like they are not going to be caught up in that same um, process, if you will.
Hmm.
Right?
Exactly.
Cool. Well, again, we feel that you need to be in a place where you're in control, and it starts with D2C,
Yeah.
direct to consumer. But then you need to grow up.
Yeah. I think that's the good thing about direct to consumer is you control the entire process, like where it's
Yeah,
being
exactly.
manufactured and the relationship that you're creating with the with your customers, and also like how the product is even being shipped. So you're in full control of the whole entire thing.
Right. Order fulfillment,
Hmm.
not just customer service either. It's got to be where you're.
Yep.
Um,
And you get access to all of that data, like what are your customers saying, what are their feedback, and then you can improve on the products, improve on your whole entire business that way.
right. Right. Um, Anything else you got on your list?
As far as news, direct to consumer news, that's about it. I didn't see any news on Shopify or Amazon or e-commerce in general.
Yeah. Well, I came across this article or this post inside. And now, Amazon's kind of hard to come up with anything, as everyone knows, because of the fact that there's the fires going on here in Brazil in the Amazon. But just kind of on the idea of content creation, if you will, I know that one of the stories here that Amazon has is that the Amazon Prime Video is basically um, in the place of helping you to tell your story. And just to be exact, it says the article says, or the post here that I'm looking here at Twitter says, um, now go big, tell the stories of your global entrepreneurs using, of course, they want you to use their Amazon Web Services, cloud services there to lift up people in places wherever, everywhere. And so, they basically want you to focus on telling your story, your brand story. Um, and of course, they're recommending that you use their cloud services to do so. But the point is that you know content is important. If you're not creating content, you're basically or telling someone else's story. You may be curating content, which is also important to do because it helps to embed you in your community. But it's equally important for you to create content. And there's a good little mixture of things that you need to be doing for creating content, so that you're not overdoing it. And of course, sometimes you have to get some kind of offer in there as well. I mean, not out there just to educate, which is primarily what people want. People want to be educated, but you also need to be in the place where you're creating original content. That's the key word there, original content. And the best way for people to know, like, and trust you, it's especially about content that it's more global focus, more here's what we're about. This is what our give is, how we give back to society with the resources that we have available to ourselves. That's what people are buying these days. What are you doing? So that's just that a quick little caveat. What Amazon is trying to get people to understand how the sales process works these days, and that
Mhm.
is give, share your story, uh, and that's the Simon Sinek way. Really, it's tell your story, tell your why, have a why. So again, their thing is go big, tell your stories of global entrepreneurs. So and that is they're actually, to be honest with you, kind of featuring these global entrepreneurs, lifting up people in places everywhere. Check out the most recent episodes. I'll share this link inside of our Facebook page. In fact, I might even use it as one of our demos for our Facebook um, Creative Studio post.
Mhm.
Um, maybe, maybe not. I'm saying maybe not because it's a video from YouTube. So, you know, one thing we know about Facebook is they reward you for keeping people on the platform.
Yep.
So we may avoid that right now. So we'll use our case study to do that instead. So um, let's see. Let's talk about Libra a little bit. Um, Not much to report on them other than I know and read that they're basically rewarding people as some kind of program where they're going to be providing people with, or hackers, if you will, with like a $10,000 fee for finding bugs. They're paying hackers to hack this as white hacking. It was not white hacking, black hat, yeah, if you will. So
Interesting.
yeah, to me, that says that they are going forward
Yeah.
with plans.
Yeah. Not surprising, I think.
Well, it is surprising because everyone knows that they have been under a lot of fire.
Well, I say it's not surprising because they're Facebook.
Oh yeah,
Of course, they're going to go with it.
yeah. So I mean, this is not much to say except for they're going to be paying hackers to hack their system,
Mhm.
white hat hacking. So
Yeah.
um, and I only bring it up because I want people to understand that despite what we are reading, what's going on with them, they are still going forward with creating this currency.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
kudos to them.
you tell those kind of people like Mark Zuckerberg that it cannot be done, and all the more he wants to do it, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's not one to be told no. It seems like.
Yeah.
Uh, and to be honest with you, it seems like the people who are learning that most is Snapchat. He continues to crush them. As a matter of fact, he's basically like, I just, uh, I just don't care about Snapchat. I want to crush them. They want me to buy them, so I'm going to crush them. So, as a matter of fact, they're coming out with another messenger platform that I just heard about this week. Can't remember the name, but I think that is actually not so much about Snapchat than it is about TikTok. And if you don't know about TikTok, which most people, it started out really as a kiddie platform, just like Instagram did, but Gary Vee is on it, and a lot of other top brands are using TikTok right now.
Hmm.
So I think that Facebook is feeling the heat from TikTok, and they're basically introducing another platform where you can share what they call um, uh, uh, personalized information, like location and stuff like that. I don't know. I mean,
So how is Gary Vee using TikTok?
how
Yeah. I mean, what is he using it for?
he just sharing things like stuff. Just he's not being so chatty, but being more creative, like just being silly, not like hoo like a dork, but just interesting things that he's doing.
Um,
But he's like don't miss out on TikTok. That's what Gary is, you know, and I hate to say this because basically Gary is someone who, in my opinion, um, because he was invested um, in Snapchat, uh, blew them up. But
mhm,
this isn't. He's nowhere. He's nowhere near this. This isn't anything that he has anything to do with whatsoever. He's just Gary's always one who kind of understands what things are and where the growth is on platforms, and he's there. you know, so he's seeing it. I'm seeing it, and I actually like TikTok because it's people being corny, being creative, being real. It's people in front of the camera doing some fun stuff. And of course, because my focus is always video, and visual content creation. Uh,
mhm.
I actually enjoy. It's a place where I can just really find all kinds of different things going on there. And usually, I don't see a lot of kids there anymore, little kids like it used to be. And I say little kids like teenagers. I see you've got a lot more adults being creative there mostly. So again, TikTok is one of those platforms that if you it's like Instagram. Most people are like, "Pff, it's for kids." Yeah, not anymore, not anymore. And again, that's why Facebook is now introducing another messenger type platform, um, and I think that's because they're feeling the heat from TikTok. So,
Mhm.
are you on TikTok? Are you currently on TikTok? I know I'm
No,
just like
I'm
trying to.
not. I
I'm trying.
see a lot of I see a lot of advertising for TikTok.
Yeah. I'm seeing even more people sharing content from TikTok. Like sometimes I'll share inside of my Instagram stories a story from TikTok. You know, I will see even like brands like different products on TikTok. That's the stuff I like to share inside of our Instagram feed. I'll find someone who's doing one really nice, real quick product video, and I'll share it to our Instagram stories.
Mhm,
At any rate, enough about that. Um, I know that one thing I'm really excited about. and that is that Messenger bot Pixels is coming. I'm not sure
Mhm.
where that is, but um, that
Is
is
there any
something.
new news on that?
Sorry.
Is there any news on that?
Um, I was just looking at that. I know.
It's supposed to
Uh,
come out in August. Right now it's already the end of August. So
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just wondering about it.
So yeah, that's what I'm excited about. And if you don't know about what's going on with really Messenger as a whole, Zuckerberg is on the place in the space of privacy first. They're using Messenger to do that. Also, if you don't know this, in terms of the Pixel being available outside of Facebook, Facebook introduced the clear history as well.
Mhm.
That's something else that may that's going to affect, quite honestly, what you're what you're pixeling. So inside of Facebook, um, if you are worried about your numbers decreasing, and you should, is because um, you can expect that people are clearing their history. So you're going to struggle with sales, in my opinion, if you're wholeheartedly focusing on sending traffic to your website. Uh, you and that's where we want you to understand. You need to start creating those relationships inside of Messenger. You got to look at it as a. I like to think of bots as an email killer. Well, quite honestly. So my point is that you're going to struggle with your sales processes if you're pixeling, and then people start clearing their history, which is now in effect this month. People that feature has not been made available. Um, uh, so pixeling inside of Facebook Messenger is going to be a big difference for you. Um, we'll do some research as to how that's going to work for you. Have you found anything like related to that, Vincent? While I've been
No,
talking.
no, I don't think it has been launched yet. The only thing I heard last time was that it's supposed the expected launch date was August, but now it's August and it's nothing yet.
Yeah. So, but we know that's coming.
Mhm.
This is already what the 29th. So yeah, we'll keep an eye out on that for you. But yeah, that's going to be huge for marketers.
But you're
Um,
saying that the clear history is already out.
yeah, yeah.
So how does the clear history work?
Okay, so like you do in your browser, think of your Facebook as your browser. You can go into the settings and clear history of your browsing, basically. So, um, and that means when someone clicks on a link or an ad that takes people out to your website, guess what? You're gonna lose that information. People are gonna clear their history, and then you won't have them as part of your pixel anymore. They're just gone, because they cleared the history. So what I'm suggesting really is that you know really focus on how you can create those relationships again inside of using Messenger, and again tying it back into Messenger, being able to pixel. That means you can run your and should be running ads inside of Facebook Messenger. Yeah, that's the only way you can pixel anyone, right? and then
Mhm.
and then that pixel or that ad should run back to your messenger first, not out to your website. You need to create some sort of synergy with people. If you create an ad inside of messenger, have them, have that ad click to them, open up where they're already at, inside Messenger and then send them out to, a website. So just off the top of my head, thinking about it, if you run an ad on a product, bring them into your Messenger so they can see a carousel or that product on inside your Messenger bot, which then they've opted into, and then have them when they want to look at that product pricing, all that kind of good stuff, you can go out to your website. That would be my recommendation for a good flow. Capture that relationship first. What do you think of that?
Mhm. Yeah, sounds like a good idea.
Yeah. So we'll try and experiment with that ourselves. We're going to be running ads here very shortly because it's part of our templated solution to run ads after you've established some kind of rapport inside of whether it be wherever. A lot of people are creating lead magnets and establishing your audience. I like to use Instagram to do that organically. I think that's important um, to do so. So again, you've got to establish those relationships like yesterday now. Um, so that's that.
Yep.
So again, be aware of the fact that Facebook Clear History is in full effect in some countries. I did hear that it's not available right now in the US. So if you're in the US watching this right now, you're safe due to some legal case that's going on with someone who needs that data to be there. So right
Mhm.
now, there's a block. Yeah, go figure, right? Uh, so right now, there's a block in the US that the clear history feature is not available right yet. But once that case is cleared, and hopefully, maybe I don't know, that may be soon. The it's not, it'll be launched in the US. But right now, anyone in the US is safe from that feature because of some legal case going on. That's what I know. So, yeah, just be aware, folks. Start thinking now, well outside the box. Um, what's going on? Anything going on with Shopify? Have you noticed lately?
Nope.
I haven't noticed any new stuff going on with them either. Um, let's just do a quick check inside of my news right now source called Twitter. Um, it's been quiet. I think everyone's kind of, I guess, back to school is what's going on right now. But even that seems to be very quiet to me. Doesn't it seem like that to you?
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't really see anything going on with Shopify. I think, you know, this is the season for back to school. And I think it feels like there's not as much focus on that at all. Everyone's doing their own little thing, like Amazon Prime Day and Black Friday, Super Saturday, what other sales are going on? People, I imagine that Shopify is going to be doing something too, or if they're not already. Oh, here's something interesting. It looks like how to accept Bitcoin Shopify extension. Did you were you aware of that?
Was that?
Now it looks like Shopify is going to be taking in Bitcoin. You can sell with Bitcoin, buy
Ah,
Bitcoin.
that's new.
That's yeah. That's. Let me share this real quick. That's interesting. And this is from OpenNode, installing OpenNode on Shopify. So it's a Shopify extension. We'll go ahead and share this real quick here.
Well, I'm,
So what?
but that sounds like a third party kind of a tool, right?
Yeah,
It's not by
but
Shopify themselves.
no, it's not. It's a third party tool, just like anything else. It's a Shopify. Yeah, there's shopping cart abandonment.
Yeah.
Or Messenger. You know,
Mhm.
everyone's got a Shopify
Mhm. Yeah.
extension.
Yeah.
But
Not
the point of
surprising.
the matter is that this is something now that uh, it's an awareness of the fact that Bitcoin cryptocurrency is becoming the mainstream.
Mhm.
To my understanding, you can go to Ferrari and buy a car with Bitcoin.
Mhm.
So, yeah, this is Shopify extension. It basically is talking about how to install this tool, this extension that they designed to accept cryptocurrency as payment. What are the benefits of accepting cryptocurrency for my store? Um, okay, so, and that's interesting because a lot of people complain about um, PayPal. I know a number of people that have, especially drop shippers, unfortunately, and maybe it's their own fault, that have thousands of dollars being held, talking tens of thousands of dollars being held by PayPal. And they're frustrated with the idea that PayPal is basically like, um, we don't trust you and we're going to hold on to your money. It's not regulated.
Mhm.
So, that's the frustration I'm seeing in the um, drop shipping world. So, eliminate chargeback fraud. Bitcoin is a global currency. Selling a Bitcoin is in fiat, and we know what fiat is basically like the dollar. Most currencies now are fiat currencies, not backed by any kind of real currency like gold.
Mhm.
So, market business is a tech focused, attract new customers. So that's some good little benefits there of using Bitcoin. If anything, I would suggest at least make it available. And the 1%, I believe PayPal charges like 2 to 4% just to
Yep.
even transfer money. Like I transfer monies from my PayPal into my um, one of my bank accounts, and you know, there's a
I
fee.
don't think there's any downside really, right? We're just giving another option.
Yeah, I don't see any downside to it. Do you?
Yeah. I don't see any downside.
Yeah. So yeah, I would. Yeah, I think that that's one that people should really
Maybe
look.
well, maybe the only thing I can think of is the value of the Bitcoin might be fluctuating a bit, I guess. So there's some risk there, but I mean, it's not really that big of a deal, I would say.
Yeah, yeah, as someone who invested in Bitcoin early, yeah, there is that volatility that's associated with it. But you know, uh, it's an option. You can still buy stuff with it.
Mhm.
It may not have the same valuation when you come out of pocket to pay for something, but it's still a way that people can buy. It's another way that people can pay for
Yep.
it, and it's a different market. That's a different market. So if you're tapping into people that you can even just now you can say to that audience of people who buy in Bitcoin, and there's a lot of them, you can market to that audience now. It's just
Mhm.
another audience that you can focus on with your product. So start creating some kind of content, get that set up, even if it's just, they charge a small fee, but it looks like setup is free. We'll see what we can do with that, but we'll keep you abreast of how that works in the coming months or coming shows. But yeah, why not? Why not try it out? Really. So very cool. Um, of course, I didn't change the screen. I gotta get better about sharing. Talking when we're talking about something, I need to go back to sharing, changing the banner. So again, we were talking about this new tool, Shopify tool. Where did it go? Here it is. This is a new Shopify extension that allows you to accept Bitcoin as payment.
Hmm.
Again, very little downside to it. The only risk, not even risk, the only aspect of it that I can see of concern is that the fluctuation of valuation for Bitcoin.
Yep.
But it helps you to. I mean, that's a big one to eliminate chargeback fraud. That's huge. I think a lot of people are suffering from that. Global currency, which is another reason why I love to use PayPal, is because of that ability to transact globally, and I think a lot of
Hmm.
people are able to do that. Um, market your business as a tech focused. Bitcoin is less a way to show your customers and the world your business is looking to the future. Yeah, I mean, again, these are those things that we say to you need to really give a lot of focus and being innovative or forward thinking. Innovation is you know a word that's overused. You're not innovating anything really, or including as part of your toolbox, but you're not being innovative per se. We won't get into the technicality of that, but you've got to be including these technologies in your business moving forward, going forward. That's the only way that you're going to stay ahead of the curve, as we like to say, skate to where the puck is, right, Vincent?
Hmm. Exactly.
Yeah. All right. So you have what's the case study we're doing today on?
The Hello Neuro,
Yeah.
this one.
Have you got that shared, ready to share?
Yep.
Okay. So we're going to jump into this, sharing with you what this is all about and how it
Yeah,
works.
we did a critique on them a few weeks back, I believe.
Did we? Well,
Yeah.
I'm not
So,
sure. We might have. I don't remember if we did not, but
but we're gonna do something different today, right?
I think we're going to build out a bot for them. Yeah.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. So before we go into that, though, let me share a little bit about our relationship building template. Um, what that is about basically is, um, we have built out this template so that you're able to again build better relationships with your audience. The idea intent is that we've laid out this little map, if you will, this roadmap to get you from point A to point B. And again, it's designed to help you to build better relationships. We left no stones unturned when it comes to this, how this works, and how you can figure out where you are, starting with building your audiences, which we talk about. And there's different aspects of this that we give and share with you how to do this whole process of getting to the place of becoming a product ecosystem. So that's what this little roadmap is. This template is about helping you to build relationships and helping you to understand and have proper content, proper you know flow to building your e-commerce store. So again, we'll get more into this a little bit later. But the idea here again is to help you to become a product ecosystem so that when you get to the place where you're introducing new products, you know your numbers. You know it's going to work because you've already known the foundational things. You know how to build a relationship and you know how to then upsell people and having those continual conversations with them, which also includes how to do things like user generated content with your own hashtags. We have all that built into this template. And again, we want to give this to you for free. And the best way to get this is to just type in the keyword template inside of our messenger bot, and we'll kick this right out to you. So with that, let's go back into our um, what we call store speak critique. So Vincent is going to again, we've talked about this store in the
Hmm.
past, I think.
Yep.
Um, give us an overview of what this is about, the store, what this product is.
Well, they're in a biohacking kind of niche. Basically, what they're selling here is this headphone here that you're seeing, and um, what they're saying is that it helps you to improve your like learning abilities, like learning music, or whether you're an athlete. It also helps you to improve faster, develop your muscle memory faster, and yeah, and they explain to you all the science behind it and all the results here. So it's a very professional looking website, I feel. And how I came to know about this brand is they were constantly showing me Facebook advertising over and over. And what caught my eye was there is one of the influencer that I was following that they were yeah, he was explaining basically what the product is about.
Okay.
Yeah,
So it's interesting. It looks like it helps with the learning curve. It's got these little knobs
yeah,
on the inside. I guess those like are stimulating knobs or something. I don't know.
yeah, it
It
must
looks
be.
interesting. Yeah. It looks interesting. Do they have any statistics on how this works or feedback?
Yeah, I'm sure there is here results or something like that.
Real science, real results. It's a pretty good title.
Yeah,
So accelerate your it's 45% faster results. That's huge.
yeah, improve athletic performance,
Yeah,
learn music faster, things like that.
really.
Yeah,
There's someone who's like golfing with those same things on. It would be interesting. Yeah. So yeah, they have a podcast. That's good.
yeah. Well, the image here is not loading because it is my internet is really slowing down now. I mean, my whole computer is just slowing down because
Okay.
we're live now.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Um, so what kind of lead magnet do they have here?
Well, the one I saw here is on their webs on the they're not really promoting the lead magnet on their Facebook ads. It was just a discount code to buy
Mhm.
the product.
So on this page, on this site, they have no way of creating a relationship. They have no
Yeah,
quiz, no kind of lead magnet whatsoever.
there is this all the way down to the bottom. If somebody gets there, there's this download guide thingy, and when you click on it, you ask for an email, first name, and what are you training for, basically.
Okay. So, in asking for someone's information and giving them what kind of guide is it? Major scale. So, in each one of these, like trainings, they have a different guide for how to use the product.
Yeah, I will assume so. I did not fill it in, so I don't know.
Well,
Yeah, I will assume it's something like that. Well, if they were running Facebook ads to this, they could easily ask for the email and well, the first name we already know when they are in Messenger, and they can connect this to in Messenger, and then you can also ask them what they're interested in, and then can send a lead magnet that way.
okay. So, looking at the benefits, improve performance, optimize time, recover lost skill. Um, how much is this thing? Let me see. Looks like what did we say was not sure if it's me being live or if it's their site, but it's coming up really slow.
It's
Uh,
you being live, yeah, and I noticed that the longer we go live, the slower it is.
Yeah, looking
Yeah,
that way.
yeah,
So the Halo Sport 2 is 399 US.
hmm
So pretty decent price, I guess. This
yeah.
is something that we talked about AR before. This is something that I think that would be a great AR product. They have these different clicks on big pictures here, but I think being able
Well,
to will kind of flip around and zoom in on it would be a good
but
selling point for them.
I think they're selling more on the results, not on the aesthetics.
Yeah,
How we
probably
look
right.
at them.
Yeah, that's true. That's a valid point there. Yeah, results is what really matters. So okay, so um, do you want to get into creating a bot for them?
Yeah, for sure. What I was thinking here that they can do with Messenger is to send them the receipts and order tracking, order updates, because this is not a cheap product, and when you buy things like this, like you sometimes you get kind of worried like where's the item. You might
Yeah,
be getting a lot of questions like, hey, when is the product coming, right? So all of this
yeah.
kind of thing can put a lot of stress on your customer service team if they keep getting those kind of questions, repetitive questions. So
Hmm.
by giving them timely updates on Messenger, and we know on Messenger that people actually go and read those messages because there's over 80% to 90% people that actually open their messages. So we know that they're actually reading those messages. So why not use it to give them these timely reminders? So here I've already built out some of it. So let's just customize it for their store. So this is a sample of what you can send them in a receipt. So like congrats and yeah, the first name and you're gonna love it. And just in case here's the order ID and basically the order information. And then we're gonna ask them, hey, do you want to track your order? And then if they say yes, then we give them a link that they can come back in anytime here to track the order. And then whenever there is any updates, of course, we can also send out the uh, the information. So hold on to see this. Hold on, I need to reshare my screen again here because I have not connected my phone uh,
Okay,
to my phone. Hold on, let me connect my phone.
okay.
Time here, why this thing is so great here is not just that it saves your customer support a lot of stress, but we once they get the product, we actually know that they received the product, so we're gonna send them another message to say that hey, get some feedback. Hey, like how is the product? And if there's anything wrong with it, then that's of course a good chance, a good way to catch them before they go complaining on social media or things like that. And
Mm.
and it's also a good way to if they really like it, it's also a good way to encourage them to share like photos or the experiences on social media, and that is user generated content there for you.
Hmm. Yeah. I think a lot of people missing the mark and opportunities and decreasing their ad spend by not collecting that user generated content. So if you're not doing so already, make it a point to build into your system how you can create a relationship that people are then becoming your brand advocates, sharing their experiences and posting them up on Instagram and Facebook or Twitter, wherever, and using your hashtag. So again, you've got to build in some kind of incentive probably well before, and part of your budget. And this is something again that I learned when I was in London at my global small business workshop there. My mentor there said, you've got to give but give in a way that's surprising to people. And you built that surprise into your budget. So in other words, if you want to incentivize people to do something, you shouldn't have to. If your product should speak for itself, but still, you sometimes you have to ask. And so if you're asking, do me if you wouldn't mind using my hashtag and sharing your experience. We'll be happy to do X for you or something for you for doing so.
Yep.
So again, you've
Yeah,
got to be sorry.
I've shared my screen here if you want to share it again.
Okay. Cool.
So I just went to click on the preview, and so this is what it kind of looks like. The message here that we just built, and then you click yes, you want to track it, and it takes a while so they can click on that button. But here I did not set up the button to go anywhere. But basically we just go to the order page so that they can track it.
Okay.
And then after that, once they get the product, we can send them another sequence that hey and say hey we noticed that your order was delivered. We love your feedback and let us know how it goes. Right. So it looks go and preview that. So it looks something like that.
Okay.
Huh. And it's not showing me the. So Facebook actually has this bug where some of these responses is not showing up. So that is one of the rare cases that it is happening. So let's just restart it and this thing happens in only in Android.
Yeah.
That's what I heard. Yeah, in iPhone it
Okay.
does like this button here that I'm scrolling here. Sometimes it just doesn't appear.
Okay.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter because they can still type in something and then that response is still valuable feedback. So I
Hmm.
say, hey, I love it, and of course we wouldn't just end it here. We can say like we can send them further message like, hey, if you maybe leave us a review on Facebook or something like that,
Hmm.
then if you give them another incentive or yeah, something like that. And also another thing here is that because this Hello Sport, I think there is um, it's not like just a usual headphone. Like there may be certain ways that you need to use it to get the most results. So you can bring them into a certain into a sequence. Like maybe in the first week you send a certain message, and then the next week you send another message. Because I noticed here that there is actually an owner's guide here. So maybe there are certain ways that uh, it keeps constant contact with the customers to make sure that they're getting the most out of the product. Anything you like to add on that, Sandy? Well,
No, that's pretty good stuff there. I mean, it's again, the idea is to create relationships. So what we like to try and do is share with you how you can take what you already have in house and make it better. And that
mhm,
means again that you have to get to the place where you're continually having that one-on-one conversation with your audience. So, what Vince was able to build out and share with you quickly was a way that you can continue to have those conversations because as we like to say, and as everyone knows that, the origins of e-commerce are rooted in conversation. So, e-commerce has helped to transform the landscape a bit, but increasingly, you know, people are getting back to the place of, they want that one-on-one relationship with people.
yeah.
So today is it's more important to engage with your audience than ever before. And
Mhm.
so, especially in social media and inside of your website pages, especially inside your website page, because once someone walks away or leaves your website page, the chances of them coming back, uh, especially if you're in a competitive marketplace, um, you're basically become an education source to people, and you don't want. I mean, of course, you want to be in education. You want to provide that education, but more importantly, the reason why you're providing that education is you got to want to make that sale. So in
Mhm.
order to make that sale, you have to create relationships. I like to say all the time, it's no different than when you walk into, your favorite store or wherever, Cheers, and when you walk in, everyone goes, Norm. That's what people want these days. And it's a mind shift, if you will, when it comes to social media and how to use that in this place. Messenger bots, messaging, period. WhatsApp. Even in fact that Facebook is merging WhatsApp and Instagram and Messenger into one kind of meshing platform, communication platform, should say a lot to you.
Yep.
So, um, anyways, good work there, Vincent. Appreciate your
Yeah.
always being able to put something together briefly and quickly.
Yeah,
And
just now you mentioned about one-on-one conversations, and I think what's so cool about Messenger is that it's actually a one-on-one kind of messaging, but at a large scale.
yeah, yeah, yeah. You think of it as your sales force, where you know, and the best way for me to think of how this way, analogy that works best is if you're a car salesman, let's say. You know, um, you have to have a sales force in order for them to bring in those people into the sales office. Okay, you're the sales office, so you're bought to like your sales force. They're qualifying and building those relationships and asking those questions, which of course you can build those FAQs directly into your messenger bot. So if you're
Mhm.
a small shop or you just want to stay lean and mean, this is a way that you can have a million sales people or people, a million people in your funnel asking questions anytime, given time of the day, and your messenger bot, your relationship flow, let's call it, is able to funnel those people that qualify for your time into having a one-on-one conversation with you. Those become closing conversations. You're answering a couple of quick questions for people because they're ready to buy. And even sometimes, a lot of times, we're all buying now online on a regular basis. And if I get the right message, I'm buying right away. I bought a pair of shoes online because, I needed a pair of casual shoes and I've been looking for a pair. I went to an article on his website. This ad was there and I didn't even hesitate to buy them. Okay. Because they were a good looking shoe. I went to the website. They gave me everything I needed to know, different color variations, different sizes. I just picked what I want and paid for it. That's the
Mhm.
kind of audience you want to tap into. People who want to make a decision on the spot, not people who are going to hem and haw and then, want to do a chargeback. And that's why a lot of people are now focusing on um, e-commerce or D2C with, the streamlined processes, but as well higher ticket products, you know, something that we've been learning as well lately. Anyways, enough blabbing from me. We're about close to an hour. I'm just going to do one quick little post using the, um, where is it? Uh, Instagram. I'm sorry, Instagram. We're going to post to Instagram using Facebook Creator Studio. So it's going to be a quick post. Um, And I might even post this one article inside of Facebook. So I'm going to try and be quick. The first thing I'm going to post is going to be of inside Instagram of our template that I share with you briefly. So hang on a second here. Let me bring up there's my dashboard. Now, if you don't know about or know very little about the Facebook Studio, Creator Studio. It is a brand new tool that Facebook is providing for creatives. Now, I love it because um, of the fact that I can schedule things inside of both Facebook and inside of uh, Instagram. So I'm not sure which one is showing. I think I opened two tabs here. Right now it's running real slow because that's the way life goes sometimes in the world of uh, going live streaming. So I think what I need to do is close a few tabs here, see if that helps. It's still spinning here. Here it comes. All right, so again, we're inside of Creator Studio, and what you're looking at is the 24 pages that I manage is all here and inside of Facebook. So what I'm going to do, and this is showing us live right now, and that's cool. So last week we shared a post and scheduled it inside of Facebook. I'm going to now simply uh, create a quick post using our graphics, our 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 template, if you will, and post it into our Instagram feed. Now, if you want to use IGTV, those are about videos. And the cool thing about what Vincent and I are doing is we can easily create, um, take this video that we're creating and using now and create several different uh, video clips to it. So as I'm fumbling through this right now, I'm pretty sure that there's a way to add a graphic. So let me see. Um, Add content, upload. So this is quick and simple. I recommend if you don't already have some kind of content calendar that you create one. Highly recommend that you do so, um, so that you're not spending too much time um, fumbling around with this stuff. So I'm just going to click on this down arrow here, and instead of publishing right away, I'm going to click on schedule. And this says 7 p.m. Now, I'm not sure as to why it says 7 p.m., but I'm going to let it fly. Um,
Uh, oh,
yeah.
it's in the
And I,
future, right? Okay, yeah.
yeah. So today at 7:01 p.m. that's going to post. I would like to think that Facebook and Instagram knows the best times for me, and this is what I love about another tool that I love called Buffer, because it does the same scheduling, but it also will see look at my existing audience and decide for me when the best time to post. Now I said that last week I was going to share about, but I can't do it here. I don't believe I can share with you here, but inside of Facebook, you can, I'm sorry, inside of Instagram, especially if you're connected through your, set it up as an Instagram account where you're connected to your Facebook page, you're able to look at the statistics and it shows you where your audience is coming from and what time of day they're online. So that, just look at your stats of a post, especially if you're connected to a Facebook page, that is the option that you have. Of course, when you're connecting to your Facebook page, your reach is less because Facebook knows that your reach is important and they want you to pay to play, as everyone knows. But the point is that you want to get to the place where you're looking at your statistics. I'm hoping again that that time that it gave for me to post was pulling from that same resource. Let's hope. We'll see, and now we'll see how that works out. But it's just a quick little post that I wanted to share with you. Start using Instagram Story Creator Studio Creator um, uh, Creator Studio. Not even Instagram. It's Facebook Creator Studio. It's right there. So. And that, again, you also want to have a content calendar. I'm going to try and post like a nice little, what that should look like, what you should post each day. Um, I'm going to post that to our Facebook page. And then again, I love using Instagram stories because it's a quick way to create stories. And then that content is kind of like a content library to me. I can then take pieces of that story I created and then post it into the Facebook feed, or take that video that I created or that content, mesh it together and create a story. It's our IGTV. I mean, so again, start creating these original contents. Don't be shy about, the camera. Like my lighting right now, I'm feeling like, man, I need to. And I've been saying this for weeks, right? Weeks haven't I been said I need a webcam because my laptop, my phones are good, but my laptop video is too dark. I mean, it's crazy. Wow, I could do this. And hi, how y'all doing? But what can I say? But my point is have fun. Don't feel like you have to be YouTube production. Be real. Keep it real. As I like to say, as part of my video marketing expertise that I provide, strategies, I should say. Just do you, and that's what people want to connect with. You don't go out to a party, with a sales script or a script as to how you're going to act and talk to people. People want to connect with the real you, and that's what we highly recommend that you're doing with your videos. Just share, fire it up. You don't have to be long like me. I'm long-winded, but you can just be, hey, how you doing today? I'm here in the workshop and just wanted to share what I'm working on today. And this is what, and boom. It doesn't have to be anything, but the main thing is be consistent, right, Vincent?
Exactly.
So I think for the most part, we are, boom, yeah, done for
Yeah.
the day. Yeah, good stuff. I think we've got through it a little bit quicker today.
Hmm.
Yeah, good flow. So cool. I appreciate everyone being here today. We, of course, know that you could be doing anything with anyone else, but you chose to spend this past hour with us. Hope that we deliver a great deal of value for you. That's what we deserve. That's what you deserve from us. So if we didn't, say so. And if you have something that you would like for us to share in the future, say so. We appreciate the comments and that engagement from you. Yeah. A man of few words, but highly intelligent. Yeah. Highly intelligent. Anyway, again, this is Sandy saying thank you from Brazil.
And Vincent here from Indonesia. See you next week.
Ciao.